So we're here in Baghdad, right down there, that's Firdous Square. That's where the famous scene took place where Saddam Hussein's statue was pulled down. We came here in 2006 when we filmed Heavy Metal in Baghdad. It was a very, very different city then. It was the height of the insurgency. It was a war zone, full occupation. And that occupation is now over. A year ago, America pulled out their troops.
Tonight, I am announcing that the American combat mission in Iraq has ended. Operation Iraqi Freedom is over. Last February, I announced a plan that would bring our combat brigades out of Iraq, while redoubling our efforts to strengthen Iraq's security forces and support its government and people. That's what we've done.
We found it strange that Baghdad is not in the news at all these days. What happened? It was the biggest news story in the world for almost a decade, and then overnight, it's over. So we wanted to come here and see what the effects of this occupation were. When the Americans left, Prime Minister Nouri al-Maliki intensified his efforts to consolidate power among the Shia majority. The Sunni minority, a group that enjoyed great privilege under Saddam Hussein, have been marginalized. Naturally, the Sunnis are not taking this lying down.
لذلك أيها الأخوة اصبروا وصابروا ورابطوا فإن النصر صبر ساعة.
Massive protests in Sunni areas and a surge of sectarian killings throughout the country have become the new normal in post-war Iraq. In 2012 alone, there were more than 1,600 deaths. Through making Heavy Metal in Baghdad, we met Waleed, the original singer of Acrassicauda. At the time, they were the only metal band in Iraq. But shortly after that meeting, Waleed was forced to flee the country and seek refugee status in the West after receiving numerous death threats. With the war officially over, Waleed decided it was time to return to Iraq. It would be his first visit home since he left in 2004. We sent a cameraman to accompany him on his trip and made plans to meet up with him once we arrived.
I don't even know what I'm going to do when I see my mother. يحدني مع اني طيب باك
ما مصدقه صدقته
اي والله يا ابني والله
يعني
العظيم
انت
يا ابني بعيني
We arrived in Baghdad a few hours after Waleed, and were headed to the guest house where we'd be staying, but that's when we ran into the Karada Bats. They're a group of young punks who were basically totally insane. With a Baghdadi biker gang, we were wondering, like, what do kids in Baghdad do for fun? Well, this is it. A variety of different styles, kind of this hybrid soccer player meets Mad Max look, which is my personal favorite. Then there's this guy who's got the full-on, like, Fox racing gear, leather from head to toe. This guy who's riding with his flip-flops. Doesn't seem totally wise. I worry about that guy. I'm not sure he's going to survive the day. So you guys are the Karada Bats. Are there other gangs in other cities like Sadr City?
اكو عصابات هوايه كلها قتل ودمار.
So do you ever get in trouble with the cops?
لاعبين نفسنا.
Do they chase you?
يلاحقونا ما يلزمونا.
اي شغله تصير هنا
اي شيء يصير
ممنوع الدراجه
يعني
واطبق
راسا على بالدراجه ركنوا. عندنا هذا انضرب بالسياره
What happened?
يعلق على محمد مفتوح راسه يقول لي لا فاهمين بالعراق.
هاي هوايتنا نتابع مثلا الامريكان الاجانب انطوا يعني بحريه الشخص واحنا ما عندنا
نفس الحريه اللي عندهم اللي عندنا هنا لان هم بشر واحنا بشر. اوكي.
Do you guys have more freedom now or before?
هسه احسن. لا هو شنو الاحسن؟ هسه واحد يحسن.
These contradictory sentiments of wanting freedom but at the same time missing the rule of Saddam Hussein was something we would hear again and again. And while these guys longed for American-style liberties, at least surface-level liberties, like looking and dressing like maniacs, it was clear that at least some of them would trade it all in for the stability that they enjoyed during Saddam Hussein's notoriously cruel regime.
أنه الهجمة كبيرة على العراق، وهذه الهجمة تمثلت بنقل الثقافات الغربية الفاسدة.
Look at this fucking shit, man. Have you noticed every street has a checkpoint?
Put it down. What are they saying? You can't film?
Like, don't film near a police patrol. Okay.